Carey Bell Deep Down. That's the CD I got going here. This CD, I wore this thing out. I really did. This was one of my favorite things to just revisit all the time. This whole CD is so good. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Carey Bell Deep Down is the CD, and I'm gonna show you what I'm playing here. The bass line here, we can just play it together. It's a perfect thing to play on the harmonica, so why not? So grab the A harp. Let's do this real quick. Just forget the harp. Let's back the track up to where where he's just singing. A harp. So this is second position. It's not too hard, but it does require you to have some accuracy going on with that 2 full step bend to lift out of that right there. And control over that 3 draw half step bend. On the way down, all you're contending with is the 3 half step. It's been a long time since I've just come to hang out or talk harp. I'm exhausted. It's been about 7 days since I've slept. I don't know why. I am not stressed in the least bit. I'm not worried. Things are good. Things are really good. I can look at you in the eyes and tell you things are really good. I think that's the problem. I think that I'm wound up beyond normal. I'm amped up, so I haven't been sleeping because my brain is just going a million miles an hour. Here's the lick again. That's a bass line in this song, not a lick. It is a lick, but it's the bass line that we're learning. It's really fun to just play this. I like this because it's got a nice exchange from that blow to draw on the 4 area, 4 blow. And I just like the way that flow goes. It's a really good breathing exercise almost, because you can work on rhythm and breathing and just play that lick. So if you haven't figured it out, it's 2 full step bend to 2 draw, 3 half step bend, 4 blow, 4 draw, 3 half step bend, and 2 draw. And that's it. All right. And there's something else I want to listen to from this. This is the only 2 things in my head before I hit the go live button here, but there's so many good songs on this CD. Like this, Lonesome Stranger. Now, this song, if you have an A harp still, what you can do is mess around with first position on something like this. So instead of playing what Carey's going to do, is he's going to come in with the D harp. Think about what the other instruments are doing, like the bass line or the guitar, or play around with first position just as an exercise. So that's easy to play. Ah, there's another note. And then, of course, Carey's just killing it. YouTube's going to love all this. I'll get all the copyright strikes. But hopefully they leave the video up. I think they just tend to leave it up these days. And you just, if there's any money to be made, it should go to the artist. Anybody connected to Carey Bell. I would be down with that. I hope that's what happens. What's going on, everybody? I'm just trying to see if there's comments going on. Is anybody here? What's happening? There's a couple people here. Good to see you. So we're talking about Carey Bell, and if you're not signed up to my newsletter, please sign up at harmonica123.com, because there's a huge offer, a special exclusive thing happening, and I'm announcing it tomorrow. All you got to do is go to the website and put your email into the thing, and you'll get the email, and you'll be glad you did, because there's a cool offer going on. I'll just sneak out one hint. It has to do with my membership at the website. And look at my members here on YouTube. Thank you for being here live with me. What's up, everybody? I see all of y'all. I don't want to mess anybody's name up. I see a bunch of people, different members. Thank you guys for doing that. That makes a huge difference to have some support here too. So let's listen to this bass line one more time that he's playing. It's hard to listen to it with the harp because we want to listen to how fantastic Carey Bell sounds. Something like that. Something I'm not sure about. There's one, but it's basically that's what he's got going on. And I'm doing this in first position, not in second. So I'm on the A harmonica still. What are we talking about here? We're talking about trying to get creative and not just turn on your favorite song and like start grabbing ideas, which is one good thing to do, and or just jamming out with the song. You know, grab a D harp and play everything with Carey. That's cool. I get that. I do that too. I've done that. But then there's this other kind of creative exploration where you're just trying to do something different, like play from another instrument's perspective or find a nuance and see how you can color in the background or play rhythm and support, because that's where all the fun stuff happens in the harmonica world when the spotlight is not directly on you, you know? Plus it's a different form of practice. Let's see what else there is. I have no idea. Now maybe just occurred to me, maybe you take this little bass line and like only use those notes and work out some improvisation in and out of the bass line, like come in and out of that bass line. So you'll see, like this. Got to play with it and start to leave it a little bit more, but only the same notes. Just keep it simple. Then maybe fall back in. It's a nice way to follow improvising, because you can just feed off of that line. So that we're listening to Carey Bell Deep Down. This album just knocked me out. Oh yeah, everything. I remember every tune on this. There's first position on an A harp, After You. So now Carey's playing in first, not on a D in second, but he's moved to first. Take the fills. Yeah, so there's going to be some cool Carey Bell coming up in my solo teaching classes. So if you like Carey and you want to just sit around and woodshed Carey Bell and learn some new licks and approaches to playing. Carey Bell is really cool. Out of all the blues guys, Carey was really funky. He had a different, in my opinion, more so than even Junior Wells. Like he had such a cool attack and phrasing that he like this. Like that, like going to the five and just playing around with that, something unexpected and off time stuff. That's what Carey's all about. All right, what else did he have on here? Some good chrome. Must I holler? Ooh, okay, that's heavy right there. What I need to have is more like a podcast format and organize my thoughts ahead of time. Get a playlist going and do something like that where it's like a little bit of education, but really we're just kind of listening and going through, you know, players. And the idea is that hopefully people are finding new players they haven't heard. And what I love about this CD is the band is just killer. I can't recall who's on the all in the band. Calder, what's up, man? Right on. Random. Of course I remember. I'm not that old yet that I can't remember that. Yeah. Appaloosa. I have not been there in forever. I need to come back down to Denver. I'm up in the northern part of the state now. What's up, Steve? Good to see everybody. Thomas. I'm busy, yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of time, and this is the little bit I got right here. Uh-huh. Steve, how was the fest? Steve was at the Carolina Harp Fest. Ah, I'm sure you can get that album on vinyl. I would guess so. I would guess so. I could be wrong though. I don't know. Maybe. I think that one's questionable, but you can always look. So we were going through, if you missed it and you're just jumping in, let me catch you up to speed. We are just listening to some Carey Bell, digging around on this A harp and seeing what songs we could get into. And this is the first one we did. This is called When I Get Drunk. Really, if I'm correct, I'm hearing both the bass and the guitar. Yeah. See, the guitar's playing the lick too. So you can really take that riff and make it your own. Then you can change just a tiny bit of that. The coolest thing about learning this is that it doesn't matter if you bring it into improvisation or just play it. Just to me, the funnest stuff to play on the harmonica is the stuff that I don't present on stage or whatever, things that I'm doing like right here. This is to me is I'll do this sometimes. For me, I guess that is practice. It's 10, 15 minutes straight of just playing that. Or I'll find one interesting horn line in a song or something that gets stuck in my head and now I want to work it out. The other day it was Black Orpheus. I wanted to revisit Black Orpheus and I did something I've never done. It was cool. I took Black Orpheus and I had always learned to play Black Orpheus on the bottom of the harmonica. Well, I don't have all the right keys and stuff, but I had always learned it down there. And then I thought to myself, wow, it sounds cool and it's fun and it works well on the bottom. You get all the nice bending, but then there's middle register, and I started to work that out. That's the kind of thing that's cool. It could be a small rabbit hole for a day if you got time, or, part of a day, what you have in the day, an hour, or it could be like, over the course of a week, if you only have a little bit of time, you're messing with that same thing, trying to really get something out of it that you hadn't gotten. Thanks for being here to my members. Once again, I appreciate you. Pete the Animal Austin's in the house. How you doing, Pete? Did you really? No kidding. And I didn't see that. I apologize. Or, well, that's kind of cool, actually, but I don't know if I need to apologize, but I don't know how I missed that. I do not get there all the time. I need to get over there more. So, yeah, find stuff that's like yanking at your brain. That's the key, Sometimes maybe a practice could just be something where you're just exploring. You're not thinking positions. And then eventually you're thinking positions, but then you're thinking another position. That's a cool exercise where you start in like third position and move to first and then second. So you string together those, but longer. You'd live in third position for like, who knows? Well, however long you want, 30 seconds, a minute, and then you're moving into that other position and just trying to flow. And that's a cool exercise because it's mental agility, I suppose, is one way to say it. You're often you're playing different positions when the chords are changing, so you really want to get good at that. Do you see what I did there? Third to first. Or fifth, which is just like second major anyway, a major pentatonic. Or just play with sounds, and just try to like tweak sounds. That's probably a thing that Nick Clark would be doing. He's sitting around going, just trying to see what is the range of sound and tone that I can change up in one area, and what can I do with my hands? What can I do with everything? One of the greatest discoveries was removing. These glasses are toast. I'm like, I got to keep cleaning them, but they're actually just scratched. I need a reading glass is fun. I need to go to an eye doctor. I'm old enough to where I think I actually need to get my eyes checked finally. It's time. Thanks, Pete. It's like priming the tip jar, sort of, in a way, like give him some likes. I like to go to gigs and drop money, be the first dude that like drops something in the tip jar. Because I think you got to, just to let's get the spirit going, get the tips going too. But like, I'm not talking about the channel, I'm talking about at gigs. Here you can give a like. That's the equivalent if you just want to support, or you go to harmonica123.com and just shop like crazy. That would also make me happy. Let's woodshed a little bit of that third position on a B flat. How many people have a B flat harmonica? Type B flat in the chat. Let's see. There's not many of you here at this very moment, according to like 12 people, it says on my stream, on my end. All right, here you go. Something approachable. Something cool about third is that you've got options on that whole 3 to go down to that step and a half bend right there for the blues scale. So, but you got a nice amount of room in third position to be flexible on hole 3 to where you, if you touch up towards the half step bend, you don't need to freak out. You definitely don't want to play 3 draw unless you're major. If you're all major, that's cool. You're safe. But most things are not. So you just want to mess with flatting that note. Third's an important one. I don't want to be too lectury. I just wanted to come hang and talk about Carey Bell. On that note, I hope I sleep tonight. Tonight's the night, everybody. I wish I had something to drink, but I don't. Let's just see something real quick before I sign off here today. I want to see what's been on my playlist. I'm trying to see if I can find in the player like a history area is what I'm looking for. No, but that's a good one. Big Walter with Carey Bell. So I listen to a lot of stuff outside of blues. Like, you know, Hermanos Gutierrez, who Jerry Hunt turned me on to. Tommy Guerrero. Some of these cool guys, these guys got some cool things going on. And I'm often trying to play along with what they're doing too. I don't know about this song. I'm just randomly chose the first song that came up, but try to find the key is obviously the first step. But these guys are really cool. And I get a lot out of my harmonica when I'm not just listening to the same stuff. They got some good, nice lines that you can just grab on the harp. So listen, this one just happens to be Blood Milk Moon from Hermanos Gutierrez. Great stuff. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you have a great night tonight. I hope you go work those licks I put out there on the beginning of this live stream. Carey Bell basically working out some stuff on an A harmonica. That's all you need. Make it a good night. I will see you guys before you know it. And be sure to sign up to the email newsletter on the homepage of harmonica123.com because tomorrow I'm going to announce an exclusive offer that you don't want to miss. Thanks for hanging